Hey guys, what's up? So today we're gonna go over the squat. We're gonna go over some of the mechanics, some cues, things like that. Basically everything, right? As far as your stance, the bracing, everything, where your position should be, where the bar should be, all that stuff, right? So without further ado, let's go get it. All right, guys, let's start by walking up to the bar here, and let's go right into the hand placements real quick, okay? Now, when we're looking at the bar, you see that we have the little narrow right here, and then we also have this smooth area here. Now, I personally like to put my thumb right there where the narrow and that smooth surface meet, right? You want to do this on both sides. That way, you're grabbing the bar evenly. You can also use these little lines here, right? You can align the pinky right around there. Just make sure you're doing the same thing on both sides, right? Now, as far as the grip, right, you really do want to squeeze it, right? So squeezing the bar is going to help you guys get more activation, right, within those muscles, keeping everything tight, full body tension, and that's ultimately going to help you guys, right, with the movement, right? Because the more tension you have, the sturdier you are, and then the better you will be within that lift. When we're talking about the stance, you can be about hip width. You can also be a little bit wider, right, about shoulder width. The toes can be pointed straight ahead, or they can be at a slight angle outward. It really just depends on you. It depends on your anatomy. Ideally, guys, I'm gonna want you guys to kind of just mess around with different footings, different positions, and just kind of look for whatever feels comfortable, whatever feels best, right? Women typically tend to go a little wider because of their hips, and men tend to be a little more in that narrow stance, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that's always the case. All right, guys, so now that we kind of went over the footing and hand placements, things like that, let's go over the actual squat, the mechanics, and the bracing. So once you guys kind of establish that stance here, right, we're gonna focus on keeping that chest up here, and we're also gonna just think about bringing those hips straight down, nice and easy here, right? Coming down, right, into those hips. That hip crease here is right at knee level, guys, or just a little bit under, bringing it right back up, right? That's technically what qualifies as full range of motion. As far as the knees, going past the toes, too, guys, don't worry about that, right? I really don't want you guys to worry about that. That's something that's, used to be like it used to be known as being like dangerous, like bad for the knees and stuff. But that's kind of been debunked over the years through the studies and things like that. So if your knees go past the toes, guys, I mean, unless it's like excessive, right? If you're just like, boom, then, I wouldn't really worry too much about it, okay? Let's go over the bracing real quick. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in, right? Breathing into the diaphragm, not the chest, guys. Coming into the diaphragm, okay? And then we're basically tightening our abs, tightening the core, right? Basically this whole area, right? The trunk, trying to create a nice stable pressure, guys, to protect the spine. Coming down nice and easy, right? So you establish that stance, okay? And then breathe it in, brace, drop it down, nice and easy, keeping everything nice and straight all the way up and all the way down, right, through that full range of motion. What do I mean by keeping everything straight? Okay, we're gonna go right here, guys, okay? Placing it behind the head here, right, behind the head, the upper back here, and the tailbone here, right? As we're coming down, guys, we want everything to stay in that nice straight line during that squat pattern, okay? If at any point we are bending here to pick the bar up as we're lifting it, or we're overextending, right? We're basically setting ourselves up for injury, getting hurt, right? The reason I want you guys to maintain those 3 points of contact is because that is where you're most stable, and from a mechanical standpoint, guys, that's where you're gonna be safest and strongest, okay? So make sure we are practicing that, guys, in class. Now, when it comes to the back squat, we basically have two options here. We have a high bar squat and then we have a low bar squat. In this video, we're going with the high bar squat, okay? So when you guys are getting ready for this, make sure you get your hands placed, right? You get your feet placed under the bar here, and then we're basically going to stand straight up. Now, the bar should be placed, guys, on the traps. We also want to keep constant tension on the back. Take 3 steps back, guys. That third step should really just be to make any adjustments you need. Make sure you're nice and squared away. From here, all we do is brace, keep that chest up,
Drop those hips down, guys, and make sure you're maintaining those 3 points of alignment the entire time here. Nice and smooth, nice and easy.
Alright guys, that's just about it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, I will see you guys next time, and let's go get it.